What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. Now today, we have a huge Tuesday coming at us. We have all the GMs that are available with the Nightfall that you can do any of the difficulties. From Adept all the way up to Grandmaster is the Instight Terminus with Karen. That is our normal Nightfall for the week, but this week we are also able to run through all of those Grandmaster Nightfalls, the 6 of them from the season, so you can get that Conqueror Seal and finish up all those triumphs associated with that and get some hella good loot from those final bosses, Ascendant Shards, Ascendant Prisms, everything like that, exotics. It's a great week to farm some Grandmasters. In addition to the Grandmasters, though, we have the Guardian Games opening, the Olympics of Destiny, if you will. Last year, it was kind of a mess after the first day with the Hunters winning it. They integrated some type of class equivalency to help out the Titans and Warlocks because their population base was so much lower, and then every single day after that, the Titans won based on this change to the algorithm where it scaled up based on the population. So this year they changed it up a little bit, which is exciting. If you didn't play last year, like the TWAB says right here, you can click on this article and read through what the Guardian Games is really all about. But like I said, it's basically the Olympics. We're pitting Hunters against Titans against Warlocks. May the best class win. Let's get on to see what is new about this year. So this year it says they will not be waiting scoring initially. Everything will count the same. So as you can see right here, here are the medals. We have bronze worth 1 point, silver worth 2, gold worth 5, and platinum worth 15. There is a special way to get platinums, but we will go over that later. To account for the population difference this year, though, they are coming out with the third place class for each day gets a 10% bonus on scoring going forward. So every day the third place team gets reset, and that next day they will have a 10% bonus for turning in their medals and increasing their reputation for their class. It says that they tested the scoring system based on the numbers last year, and it made it way more even instead of the Titans literally blowing out every single class by a mile like it was last year. In addition to a couple new things with the scoring system and evening out the populations, we have a new Guardians game playlist, which is basically just a Vanguard Strike playlist, but it groups you together with your own class. So Titans will be with Titans, Hunters with Hunters, and Warlocks with Warlocks. This helps you collect laurels, which is like the currency of the Guardian games, and you use them to buy certain things from Eva and turn them in, and they are also part of quest steps for the Guardian games to get the exotic ghosts, the exotic ship, the heir apparent catalyst, stuff like that. So laurels are definitely important in the Guardian games with collecting medals and just progressing the games along. So this is a cool little thing that adds a really good chance at getting bonus laurels because you get bonus laurels when you collect them from the same class. So very interesting and very different from last year. Inside of this playlist now, they also are going to have different modifiers. So the team that came in first, or the class I guess I should say that came in first, will have beneficial modifiers based on their placement. As you can see here, gold gets health shield recovery increase, kinetics do more damage, silver melee ability recharge faster, elemental increased from guardian sources, more heavy, which is nice. Bronze, grenade abilities deal more damage and recharge faster, elemental damage increase from guardian sources again, which those are all really good, but they also are going to have negative modifiers for the gold and silver teams as well. The gold will have both the silver and bronze modifiers based on their class, and then the silver place team will only have the bronze modifier as it says right here. So Hunters have these two, Warlocks have these two, and Titans have these two. We'll have to wait until after the first day to see which modifiers and negative modifiers come into these playlists, but it's exciting, and it's, like I said, it's totally different and a fun way to earn these laurels and represent your class. This year we are also getting a medal case from Eva Levante to store our medals in, instead of them just being in your inventory. So, the one thing you need to know is once you acquire the maximum amount of medals for a certain type, so if you have 10 gold medals and that's the max, if you collect another gold while that is maxed, that gold medal will be lost. So make sure once you fill up your case of a certain medal, head to the tower and turn them in so you're not losing any of those medals and helping your team out. So these contender cards are also very new this year. This is going to be the only way to earn those platinum medals, like I said earlier. So EVO will be selling gold and platinum contender cards. They will have special challenges for objectives in Strikes, Crucible, Gambit. Those reward the gold medals. And then for platinum, you will complete objectives in Nightfalls, Survival, and Trials. This is the only way to earn platinum medals is through these cards, so make sure you are doing them. When you complete a platinum card, you earn the All-Star status and a special reward at the next ceremony. So, based on these ceremonies, you receive glows. And like it says right here, make sure you complete your platinum contender cards before daily reset on Friday if you want to lock in your All-Star status for the weekend. So here's the podium ceremony that will happen every weekend. Third place receives a bronze glow, second silver, first place is gold, and the All-Stars receive platinum. And these will be on your class items that you receive from Zavala. Like it says here, you receive a new class item. The one from last year will not work for this year with collecting laurels, so make sure that you are using the new one that Zavala gives you right at the beginning of the games when you log on at 1 today. Eastern Standard, of course. So, this is what some of the armor looks like. It's not too shabby in my opinion. Definitely represents the games and the classes very well. Like I said earlier, makes me feel like I'm in the Olympics. Very excited for this event. We'll see if it actually evens out based on population, unlike last year. But they have some pretty exciting rewards. So, they have a new Sparrow here that we can also snag. Last year, if you got the Heir Apparent, you are able to get the Catalyst this year for it, and there's a new little ornament for it, which I'm definitely gonna cop. I'm excited for that, and excited to see what this Catalyst is, and how I can just shred Cabal, becoming one of their own. Eververse will be selling universal ornament sets, which you can purchase, and they look pretty fly right here. I like them. Bungie is doing pretty well with the looks of the armor that's coming out. Here are some of the other rewards. We have another few fancy ghosts, a water bottle, a tennis ball. This is another angle of the Sparrow. Here's the Guardian Game ship. And finally, our little baby tennis ball, which I am going to get this boy because I am a big tennis fan. All right, moving on. Bungie rewards. So you can buy this jacket from Bungie Rewards after you unlock the exotic Sparrow. That's up to you guys. It's pretty cool. You can get patches on it. Bungie does really good with their rewards, and they are always of high quality. So if you want it, go for it. They're not going to scam you or anything on those. Also, by completing a Guardian Games playlist strike during the event, you will unlock this pretty slick looking emblem, and I am super excited. I like this one more than this one right here, which this is the one that you get from completing those 75 weekly challenges from the season. So there are 78 total, so if you just go through the weeks and get 75 out of those 78, you are able to collect the Master of All Triumph, and then go to Bungie Rewards and collect this emblem right here. But I do think that this one for Guardian Games is looking a little bit better in my opinion. All right, getting down to the end here. It's a long one, I know. It's gonna be a huge week, like I said. Future ornaments, like they did with the Dino vs. Monsters with the Festival of Lost gear that they are coming out with later this year. They are doing the same thing with these weapons right here for future weapon ornaments. Now, you can go and cast your vote and pick up to 3 that you want to see have these weapon ornaments, new weapon ornaments brought into them, so you can go cast your vote and see what's going on with those. Lastly, you can shred your shaders because they are going away next season, so if you have them, you can just get rid of all of them. No worries at all there. Proving Grounds Nightfall, this is where another issue with the Season Pass. We already talked about this. And then here are some known issues for the Guardian Games, which I feel like are very important for today, just so you guys don't lose any of that progress for your teams that you are going for. Players must wear their Guardian Games class item to generate laurels and progress any Guardian Game bounties, so make sure you are wearing that class item. Previous Guardian Game class items will not count towards generating laurels or progress for bounties. This one doesn't really make sense, but the class item acquired from Zavala are awarded at 1250 instead of 1300. You can acquire the 1300s from Eva, but you do have to collect the initial one from Zavala to start off the games. So in Gambit and Crucible, laurels do not drop on the ground. They are rewarded directly to the player. Unrecovered laurels and anything else besides Gambit and Crucible do not go to the postmaster. They must be picked up. So if you don't pick up laurels, they just get lost. If the medal case is full, medals earned through claiming triumphs will be lost, so make sure, like I said earlier, empty your medal case when it is full, or else you will lose medals later. The laurel acquisition step of the Heir Apparent quest only counts for laurels picked up off the ground, so if you're trying to increase the quest step here, make sure you're not doing it in Gambit or Crucible, because like I said, they do not drop on the ground, and this only increases when it's off the ground. Next, players will not be able to deposit medals if they acquired in the tower after players have already deposited models of the same rarity. So let's say you go with your case full of gold medals, you turn them in, and you collect triumphs and get 3 more gold medals. You can't go back to the podium and turn them in. You have to go to orbit and then go back to the tower to turn them in to like kind of reset the awarding system. And finally, certain shaders will remove the glow from the Eververse Warlock Guardian Games Universal Ornament set. So Warlocks kind of got screwed with that, but it is just a little visual glitch, nothing that they can really do there. But that is really it. This is just some little known issues from the week, and like I said, dismantling shaders. So big, huge week involving the Guardian games. I'm super excited to go through this. I'm excited to get all 3 of my armor sets because I don't really have a main in all seriousness. I pretty evenly distribute between all 3 characters. If anything, my Warlock is my least played, but it's still like 35, 35, 30. So very excited. I hope this helped you guys prepare for the Guardian games and not miss out on any of those little issues that will lose you laurels and medals. May the best class win. Let's get to grinding and let's have some fun, friendly competition with our fellow Guardians. I appreciate you guys all for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.